Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today is the day that I am finally getting all of the Mickey heads on the Disneyland birthday trip layouts and getting them sorted and organized into their albums. So I have a couple of Mickey head options that I'm going to use and that I have been using. I have these ones right here. These are some sequin ones. I don't know really what to call these, but they're kind of plasticky. I also have some from my shop. I have the black acrylic ones and also the wood veneer ones. And then of course I have my tiny Mickey head punch and some adhesive glitter cardstock. And I tested it out to make sure it worked, and it does. So hooray, look at that sparkly little Mickey head. So this is the stack of layouts that need to have the Mickey head put on it. And the only thing I'm going to do is look at it, figure out what Mickey head I want to go with, and plunk it down and be done with it. Now I might have to use my favorite liquid adhesive, which is the Nouveau Deluxe, to get the stuff to stick down because the Mickey head just pulled right off of its packaging. I like this spot right here. So that one is done. Now I'm just looking for, oh, the letter fell off. Still haven't found that I. Might have to fix that. I don't think I have this sticker sheet anymore, so that's going to be a problem. Yes, it is. It is going to be a problem. So the only thing I'm going to do is pull off those letters since I don't have the sticker sheet and do some new ones. Okay. Now we have that, and it's a matter of what Mickey head I want to use. I think I'm going to go with the black acrylic from the shop. These are super cute little guys. They work great with the Nouveau Deluxe. Alright. And then this little corner looks like it needs a Mickey head. Okay, this one is Wayne. How did you get to Disneyland? So this is all blue and white, so I'm going to go back to these little clear white ones. Right there. Okay. This one is Tomorrowland. It's got that glittery gold bit, so I'm going to use my glittery gold Mickey head. Now I know I punched one out and now I can't find it. There it is. So this is an adhesive paper. So let's see how good the adhesion is. All right. Got that bad boy off. I'm gonna put him right here between the N and the D. Here is another one with touches of gold, but it also has the wood veneer look and burlap, so I'm going to go with the wood veneer Mickey head. And now to find the place. Right there. Alright guys, this is a huge stack, and plus I have the other albums, so I am going to stop here, put the Mickey heads on, and then I will be back. Alright guys, now none of this section right here has my voice, and I'm not really talking about what I'm doing while I'm doing it. That's because my husband and daughter came into the room and I wanted to sit and chat with them while I was doing this. Otherwise, I would have walked you through a little bit more. But you know, I just didn't. So I have the wood veneer mouse heads and the black acrylic mouse heads from Scrapping Reflections. I have the glitter mouse heads. I think they're from EK Success. The sequin mouse heads that my awesome friend Sharon sent me. And then I pulled out my little Mickey head punch, the little tiny guy, and I have black cardstock and gold glitter cardstock that is already adhesed. Adhesed. Is that a word? It's already adhesed. Well, if it's not a word, it is now another Sandy-ism. I guess that's what we'll do. So I am looking at each layout and I'm trying to figure out, based on the decorations on the layout, which Mickey head I actually want to put on. So if there are gold sparkly bits on the layout, most likely I'm punching out a gold glitter adhesed. I just think it's fun to say adhesed. Most likely I am popping one of those bad boys off. Now I did just leave the pile up here like this, and I am going through and adding them on as I go. So anything that looks like it has a little blank spot, it's going on. Some of these already have the Mickey heads. Like I didn't even see this Mickey head at first, and then I realized one was there. This one, since it has so many gold glittery bits and there's foil, gold foil on the paper itself, this one's going to get a gold Mickey head as well. And it's just a matter of finding a good place for it. Now, layouts like this, definitely going to go with the little black Mickey head. Now, I do have to say there was one layout in here that I realized was not for Lana's album. It should have gone in mine and Alex's day trip that we went on. So I ended up pulling that out. I don't know if you'll actually see me put a Mickey head on it or not. Now, I haven't fully decided if Mickey heads are going to go on that album either. I actually don't even know if I have enough photos for a complete album or if it's just going to go into the family album for the year. I haven't figured that part out yet either, but yeah. So as you can see, I am just going to keep looking at my layout, determining what Mickey head I want to go on it, making that happen, and then figuring out the placement. So it's definitely a thought process of which type of Mickey head do I want first, and then after that it's a where do I want the Mickey head to go. So I'm just finding little places and making that happen. Now, I'm not going to watch you, or I'm not going to make you watch me do Mickey heads for the entire 11 inches of layouts here. But I do have a little fun fact. So when I came back down from upstairs to finish doing this layout, I can't even get my words right today. When I came downstairs to finish doing this video, I actually had planned on videoing the parts even where I was just putting the layouts in the page protectors, and I figured I could talk about Disneyland or whatever came to my mind, because that's what I usually do. I had discovered that my poor iPad, which is what I use to record, had just been recording its little heart out for 7 hours. So I had a dead iPad and a 7-hour video of one layout just sitting on my desk, because when I turned off the iPad, I must have double hit the record because it had started recording as well. And it's hilarious because during the video, you can tell when I turn the lights out in the room. You can tell when the lights get flipped on and somebody comes back in. You can hear my husband come into the room and get on the computer. So yeah, all kinds of fun stuff happened during those 7 hours, but just nothing that really needed to be on a YouTube video. So there is that. Now, I love looking at my layouts and I love looking at my albums. And I get that some people might not have that same kind of joy that I get, because they are our family memories. They are like memories that are just ours. But I hope you don't mind seeing this. Now, also, this layout right here doesn't make it into the albums. And that's because I would have had an odd number of pages. So that layout doesn't go in the album. I'm pretty sure this is going to either go in my album or Lana's album. Probably Lana's album, even though it says Lana and me, pretty sure it's going to go in her album. Now, this layout, I love this picture of Lana. She just has this utter joy on her face, and she is just so happy and excited. And then you guys have heard me talk about it before, where I've lost a decent amount of weight, and Christopher has lost an extreme amount of weight, because we're just, trying to take better care of ourselves. And I am now 41 and he is 43, and all of our kids are grown now and leaving, and we want it to be, young and healthy enough to enjoy a long life together with just us, because we got married, we eloped, and a month later I was pregnant. So we have been married. We had been married for 1 month without any baby child thing going on. And then, that happened. That happened. And, our marriage, not that I'm complaining, our marriage has just been always with kids. And I'm just excited to begin this part of our lives where the kids are not front and center. I know that sounds super selfish, you guys, and I know that some of you are probably like, you are ridiculous, but I am looking forward to spending the rest of our lives together. I love my husband so much, and how can I not? He lets me take our children on Disney trips that's just us. He sends me off on Disney trips by myself. He just gets what makes me happy. He gets what fills my soul, and he makes sure that it happens. And I do the same for him. He is not the kind of person that wants to go out on a trip by himself, though. So if you're thinking that, then why isn't he going off on his own? He's not that person. He's not that person. I am that person. I need alone time, and I've always needed alone time. But just looking forward to our lives together, without the kids. And it's just, there's two different feelings going on in my soul right now. One is devastated that we are going to be empty nesters, and one is absolutely joyous that we are going to be empty nesters. It's just the way it is. And until you have lived through that or are living through it, you don't understand the conflicting feelings that go on with that. You just don't. It's just the way it is. I don't know what else to say besides you don't know the feelings. I think I am going to go ahead and get to the end of the layouts here, so I will stop talking. I stopped looking, and oh goodness, I'm almost back, so I will shut up now so you can hear me talk some more. All right, guys, so I just finished getting the Mickey heads. Oh, they're exploding. The Mickey heads on all of these layouts, and I just measured it. I have 11 inches of layouts to sort through. Now I need to sort them through by theme or topic, because that's how I want to organize them in the albums. So let's get to it, shall we? All right, guys, here it is. The albums are complete, except for I've got to cover up these strange people in the thing. Got to fill out the book plate too. But everything else I believe is done. So here we go. Once upon a time on a birthday weekend together. Now, you guys have seen all of these layouts. I'm trying to figure out the best way for you to see, ouch, as much as possible. I'm going to leave it this way. I think that's a good version. So I'm starting out with the travel ones. So tickets on the airplane. Obviously, this is when we were coming home because Lana's wearing the ears, but it's still the travel ones. My husband through the airplane window. The first picture we took where she was like, calm down, Mom, because I was so excited. So we took another one, and my smile was just a little bit smaller. More travel photos. An airplane photo. Look at that glitter glaze. Still on the travel. Looking out over the airplane wings and the airplane seat. More travel. I got all kinds of travel. You guys know I love scrapbooking airplanes. So this beautiful puffy airplane here with these sequins. Snacks on the airplane. Looking out the window. And then we move on to the hotel. That washi tape was bent up a little bit. The hotel, us walking from the hotel to Disneyland. And then we go into Cars Land. We loved Cars Land, especially with Trunk or Treat. And then this is just like a Lana page, just kind of like a filler. And then I just get into like another filler page, and then we get into food. So this is the Carnation Cafe where we ate for Lana's birthday, the $7 hot dog, which I believe they're $9 now. More food. More of the Carnation Cafe. Lana with her birthday cupcake. Yet more food. And then we get into Art of Animation, or not Art of Animation, that's the hotel, the Animation Academy. So this is with the Pika Dot stencil with some glitter paste popped on through. More Animation Academy. This is probably my favorite layout of the Animation Academy series. Even more where we drew Jack Skellington. This is where we drew Zero. We also drew Sally, but I guess I didn't take a picture of that. And then since this is the last page, just the first visit button, and then selfie family, and then of course more glitter glaze with the All-Star stencil. So that is album 1. Now, album 2. Ouch. Sorry, just knocked into the desk. So originally I thought that this trip was going to take 2 albums. It ended up taking 4. I bought the 2 floral ones with the weird couple in the front of it first, and then ended up buying these as well. And I was a little bit upset about that because I wanted them all to be the same. But it's got this great watercolor floral print in the camera and on the inside of the album. And it's not the same exact floral print, but I think that the style and the colors are spot on with each other. But I think the style is close enough that we're going to have these albums, and they alternate. It goes from floral to camera to floral to camera. So here is just an intro page. I didn't exactly make an intro page, more of a here is just, you know, an intro page. Look at all these sequins and gold stars. Oh my goodness, it makes my little heart happy. And then we get into the Star Wars Land version. So lots of sparkle, lots of glitter through here, lots of the All-Star stencil. A lot of the All-Star stencil. Watercolor on actual watercolor paper. Just lots and lots of space layouts for Galaxy's Edge. And I don't know if you're looking, but all the little Mickey heads have been added here too. So a couple layouts like this in the series where I'm using those 2x2 squares. This is the Circles Upon Circles stencil, and I absolutely adore how this layout came out. Here's that All-Star stencil again. This is actually a mixed media layout that I taught during the Scrap Smarter experience. There's a couple of these layouts from Scrap Smarter. This is layering it up, so there's a stencil under here, the Pika Dot grid, and then some mixed media, some more stenciling, and then the All-Star stencil. So here we have the All-Star stencil. Again, like I told you guys, this is probably my favorite stencil ever, and I use it all the time. Here is some of our Cantina pictures. So if you watched the series as I was making these, I took Lana to the Oga's Cantina. So hello, fun times at the bar with my kid. It was a lot of fun. There were non-alcoholic drinks, alcoholic drinks, and it was just a lot of fun. Here is the actual bar area, and then we had our drinks, and this foam made my lips tingle. So I've got a whole series of them, and then still more Star Wars. Now this was for Stretch the Sketch. I don't remember exactly what month, but I stretched the sketch into a 48 by 12 canvas. So I made these page protectors with my fuse tool. I just fused them together so that they would flip out like this. And then these are obviously both Millennium Falcon photos too. And then on the inside, this is all of the things of the Millennium Falcon. So like outside, inside, during the ride queue, lots of all that stuff. And I just knocked down some washi tape. So even more Star Wars Land photos. Like I said, this entire album is just about the entire thing. So again, All-Star stencil. This is the inside of this layout right here. So I had fussy cut out this circle and backed it with the orange paper, and then this is the inside, and I decided to put it on top of orange paper because I like the orange and blue combination so much here. I repeated it over here. Even took a picture of the inside of the bathroom and used these cool Brutus Monroe stamps to do that. And then we found droids, and I ended with this layout because it's kind of light and bright. And I figured that that was an okay segue into just some like around the park pictures. And then some Disney history, and then just end it with Lana and I in front of that tiny little castle with this washi tape layout. And I do think that the Sleeping Beauty Castle in Disneyland is a tiny little castle. Now, if you've gone to Disneyland first, and then see like this album pops up a little bit, but I had to make the layouts fit because I didn't want to go into 5 albums. I thought that might have been a little bit excessive. So this is the first layout that I did for Brutus Monroe ever. Didn't like it, redid the layout. I don't say I didn't like it, but it was way busy. Redid the layout. So Lana loved this version, so this is going in her album, and then the version that I made and put up a video for is in the family album. Then just the castle, the receipt holder, and these are using a ton of pocket cards. Just some pretty fall things, and then this circle heart wood veneer, and the arrow and the stars are, and the castle, the acrylic, are all from my shop. And then this very busy layout again with the All-Star stencil, another map pocket, some fast passes, and yet another map pocket. And then the castle at night, with some Spiegelmom Scraps sequins. This layout was made a while ago, back when I was on the design team. And then this is Everyday Explorers, which is the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, which used to be the Hollywood Tower of Terror. They just rethemed it. These are some dresses that we really liked in downtown Disney. Here is a place in California Adventure where you've got the Boudin factory, the Ghirardelli soda fountain, all that fun stuff. And then, of course, the Lego things from the Lego store in downtown Disney. This has some metallic watercolor in the background. This is Enjoy the Ride, and this super fun metallic kind of roller coastery cutout thing was sent to me by my friend Vicky. This is the Pixar Pier layout. This is a printed background that I embellished and made a little bit more exciting, in my opinion, with some circle stamps with coordinating colors. And then this is a rainbow layout that I just used 3 colors for and just made it a rainbow. Here is my favorite yellow paper from Paper House Productions, some flair from Scrap and Happy Studio. This is a 2-page layout. Look, I just love gobs of glitter and gobs of sparkly bits. That just makes me happy. So, and then of course more Scrap and Happy Studio flair. Now, just really like the sparkly bits. It makes me happy. This is a random bit of Cars Land, but I wanted Cars Land to be represented here as well. These are my 2 6x12 layouts that I just need to trim down the page protector with my fuse tool so that it will just be like that. Love the glitter gel on here. Here is a 2-page layout, again with that all-star stencil. I just think it's just perfect, like this, and the all-star stencil here as well. This is a mandala stencil with janky photos of the ride photos. Some scores, Frozen. Now, I'm pretty sure I put it in the other album. So I think I did this layout, this exact same layout with the Frozen banners and the Frozen snowflakes on the stairs with like the warm version. So I put that in the other album. This is all Brutus Monroe product. Here is that same mandala stencil that I used here. Just over here I only used it partially, and this one it's full. And then I did a washi tape center. Some more scores with the numbers around this little bit. And then here is a Star Wars layout that I wanted in the same category because this is kind of like rides and themes and lands and stuff like that, and I wanted it represented here as well. This is the wall where the Avengers campus was being built behind it. And in case you didn't know, the Avengers campus is open now. It opened yesterday. We watched the live stream from Disneyland. This is the circus ride and lots of the little roundimals. Happy birthday, you filthy animal. Here's some more of that Close to My Heart collection. And then another double page layout with a bunch of paper collections that do not go together. It's a variety of them, and just bringing it all together, super fun for me to do that. And then a washi tape Mickey ear layout. So I washi taped the background and then cut out the Mickey ear and put that black background on top, and this is the actual button. So that is number 3, and I'm not going to put that on top of number 1 and 2 because I think it will kind of fall down, and we don't need that happening during this video. All right, and now album number 4 of the trip. So again, just a beginning page. These are just rainbow die cuts that I cut out of cardstock. These are Brutus Monroe dies. This is a Brutus Monroe die too that says Celebrate right here. Soarin', so we're continuing with the rides. We've got Soarin' and Snow White's Scary Adventures, and then this is like the poison apple thing, and people throwing their money at it. This is It's a Getaway and Escape, Hey Hey, It's a Wild Ride of Wanderlust. Now, I don't know where these letters are, so I did switch it out, the it's, with those letters. The only thing I lost was the apostrophe, but I'm okay with that. This is a problem, or it's not a problem. I don't know. I might just leave it this way. This needs to be cut down or melted down as well, because it is the 6 by 12 page protector. And then here is this bad boy. So this guy, I didn't realize had fallen off until I had the albums, and I figured that I would just wait until I did this to be able to put it back. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down there. Now, this video that I did using this pre-printed paper like this, a lot of people didn't like it. I don't know if they didn't like the layout or they didn't like the video, but I was actually kind of shocked. Not that this is like the most epic layout ever, but I thought this was a really good way to use this paper, so who knows. Here is another Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger layout. This one, I scrap lifted Nikki Rowland, where she had these papers kind of starbursting out, and I thought that this was beautiful for It's a Small World. This right here, I created this with a couple scrappy friends, Amber and Crystal, and I don't remember what the challenge was for this, but I do remember scrapbooking with them. Here is the Little Mermaid. I really love just this combination of color, the navy, the blue, the khaki, and the yellow, and the navy, the white, the khaki, and the yellow. Just makes me happy. Okay, here is a really colorful Mickey head layout. Now, I didn't add any more Mickey heads since I had so many on this layout already. This is the Monorail Mark 7 with some glitter paste behind it. And these black outlines right here, this is, these are Love from Lizzie peel-offs. So here's that other Frozen layout with the same flags and the stairs, but this is just like the warm colors of it. So it works. Now I'm going to get into the Haunted Mansion section of, no, I'm not. I lied. I decided to separate this from the Haunted Mansion now that I'm thinking about it, because this is in one of the buildings, but they were celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Haunted Mansion. So here is that same stencil, that same mandala stencil that you've seen me use in a variety of other places. Now this is a Confessions of a Paper Addict cut file that I just added a little bit of pizzazz to make it similar to the Mickey Fun Wheel. And then here's another Mickey Fun Wheel layout. I have lots of Mickey Fun Wheel layouts. Like here's even another one. It just is such a pretty thing to take pictures of that I just kept on doing it. So these are just some Halloween balloons, and then Oogie Boogie atop the California Adventure welcome place. Pirates of the Caribbean, and then this is the bobsled ride. And then here is me and Lana on Toy Story Midway Mania. And then here we get to the Haunted Mansion section, and I feel like this is one I could have just kept on scrapbooking as well. Like, I just love these layouts. So this one, I love this one. This is with the chevron stencil. This is with the pumpkin stencil. And then the wood veneer pumpkins I glitter glazed. The little ghost acrylics. This one I'm really proud of. This one was featured in Page Maps newsletter. And then here's a really cool one, I think, with some acetate and some wood veneer bits and pieces from Paper House Productions. And then I actually cut around the acetate and then backed it with the green paper. Even more Haunted Mansion layouts, because like I said, I could just keep on making them. It's just, I just love it, and they're so fun. I've scrapbooked these pictures of us eating ice cream a couple times, so one of them was in the previous album, and then this one is in this one. And then this was just a selfie photo of us. Here is just a happy birthday photo for Lana. And then the last page is "And They Lived Happily Ever After," because the first page is Once Upon a Time. These two big, beautiful murals are inside the Animation Academy building, and I got the idea while I was there to take the picture of both the Once Upon a Time and the Happily Ever After, so that it could be the start and the finish of the album. Ugh. It's like these are just ever so slightly off, so if I try to put all of the pages at once, it doesn't like to flip. So there it is, you guys. Lana's album for her birthday is finally finished, besides the few little things we talked about. But these are going to go into the other room. And don't worry your pretty little heads, I still have so many more Disney photos to scrapbook. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for coming along on my scrapbooking journey with me. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys are having a great week. And I will see you again real soon for another video.